In this video, we're going to walk through how to create a user group inside of Monolith. First thing we're going to do is go to our left-hand menu here, and under the Organization tab, we're going to click on Team Management. So here we can see a list of all of our users inside our particular Monolith tenant. And what we're going to do is create a user group. So up here at the top, you'll notice it says groups. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And what this lets you do is it lets you set up predefined groups of users that you can then assign to a case all at once. So if you have different dedicated teams working on different case types, you could set up a group for each of those teams, and that way when you go to set up your case, it's just a couple of clicks to assign them instead of having to select every single user individually. So we've got a couple of groups already created here, but we're going to go ahead and create a new group. And I'm going to go ahead and call this, I'll just call this Incident Response Team. We'd recommend giving it a group name that makes it like kind of obvious what their function is. If it's not obvious, obviously you can name it whatever you want, but you can enter in the description what their primary focus is, and that'll just give some context moving forward when people go to assign these user groups to cases. This team focuses on incident response cases. Okay, so now I'm going to click Create Group and scroll down here to the bottom. So it's created the group for me here. Over here on the right-hand side, we can see a Manage Users dropdown. So if we click this, this is how you assign users to this particular group. So I'm going to go ahead and assign myself. And I'll just assign a couple of random others. Okay, so I've got a couple of users added here. Just a couple of other things to quickly point out. We can edit this group if we click this pencil. This lets us edit the group name and the description. And then if we don't need this group anymore, we can delete it by clicking this trash can icon as well. But now that we have this created, let's take a look at where this is helpful when you go to actually work on a case. So I've gone to my other tab here with my example case. And down here in the bottom right, you'll see I'm already on here as the case lead, but right now there's no user assignments or group assignments assigned to this case. But now we can assign that group we just created to this particular case. So what I'm going to do is click on Assign Groups here, and I'm going to add the one I just created, Incident Response Team. And you can see it's added everybody else on the case in as users assigned to this case, and we can see down here which group assignments are assigned to it. So again, just a simpler way if you have teams that work on specific case types, or a lot of people working on cases regularly, it's just a simpler, faster way for you to add them to a particular case by creating a user group. And that is how user groups work inside of Monolith. Thanks for watching.